From Westworld. Let's get it.
Don't be sure, tell them make sure. If not, we gon' make war. Clips say it hold 20, but I think it could take more. Grab a stick, fire on your camp, we gon' make s'mores. I ain't satisfied with my spot, then I'ma take yours. No matter how many roadblocks in my way, I'ma break forward. This path I'm on is so damn narrow, I just stay forward. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, I just ate more. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, give me 8 more. Nigga, I don't sugarcoat shit, bitch, I'm straightforward. Don't give a fuck if they don't let me in, I just break doors. Ballin' so hard, they asking what team that I play for. Scammer who? They ain't stopped making guns when they made yours. Sick with it, feeling like I woke up with stage 4. They ain't want the piece loose, what they opened up the cage for. Endure the pain, been through hard times is what I'm made for. Paid my dues, never left a wage, I just rage war. So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Still against all enemies. In high school, you was the man that's lost memory shit. Lost energy, never lost my energy. Never lose control, never losing, dog, I plan to keep. You lose your mind where I'm from, I ain't talking from what you see. I never lost soul, losing times, wasting steady pacing. You off track, I'm on that. You pray to God, hoping he can save you. But there's power by war, and that's a different angle. This another lost cause, and I'm just adding to the list. They not seeing me for that reason, got a flash on the grip. Nigga, big priest, they gon' judge me by my increase. And I'ma keep stepping in these joys to the increase. Just got off the phone with Jacob, and he said it's time to shine. Certified, blue dot, put it on you, now you verified. One West world, bigger than World War III. Do not sleep, it's not cheap, and it's still top 3.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Came on boats and then chains, so when I get rich, I'ma grab a boat and 10 chains with 12 ribs from each tribe. And each rib gonna have at least 3 kids. Yeah, I'ma have a deep squad. Been rapping since knee high, now a nigga shack size. Spit that holy fire, when you hear it, you get baptized. One West world, yeah, you niggas know the logo. And I'ma bust it down so the haters see the glow glow. Let's have a feast, let's shine on our enemies. Right in they face, let's blind all our enemies. Cause now we half, but we come from half not. Throw that cash on the ground, my nigga, let's cast lots. I started from the bottom, birthed out of mud, raised by gangsters, turned out a thug. I ain't give a fuck, burnt out I was, from hitting licks in and out and selling nicks in the drop.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Hey, what's good, is it right, man? What's up?
Get your ass up.
Oh, man, you always be tripping. What's going on, man?
What's good, Red?
Hey, man, they was clowning you at work today, man.
So?
I mean, we watched the video a couple times, but we really couldn't tell if it was you.
Yo, how's your eye?
Oh, it's cool.
God damn!
What's up, Rock? What's up, Rock? Yo, let me get one of them flyers, man. Man, I ain't giving you shit. You better get the hell out of here before Cat Pop come out here. Man, come on, man. Why you gotta be like that, man? I'm trying to come to class, man. Why you acting crazy?
Man, you need to go do that.
Man, I ain't giving him shit.
Man, what? Man, you ain't gonna give me shit. We need brothers to come to class.
Damn, man. Ite me ya me están rotando. Man, you fucking racist, man. Give me this goddamn flyer, man. You acting crazy, home.
Man, fuck you.
Oh, shit. T-Bow, nigga.
What? Who?
T-Bow.
Oh, damn, I ain't been to class in a minute. Shit. Oh, shit.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Red? Thanks for the bike. What you got on my ties, homie?
I ain't got nothing.
I thought you already collected the time.
I did, but I want Red's 10%.
Stall him out.
What's What's up, Red? What you got on my ties, homie?
I ain't got nothing, man.
Oh, yeah. You got something.
I ain't got. Hey, man, that's messed up, man.
Shut your ass up or I knock your ass out.
Yo, T-Bo, man, that's messed up, man. Give him his money back.
What money?
You right, man. The money.
Hey, man, why ain't y'all help me?
Yeah, man, I paid my tithes.
Man, that's fucked up. If it was y'all, I would have helped y'all.
What about the time he took the ties from me in Zerad's backyard?
Oh, that was different.
Man, let's jump him.
Man, sit your ass down, man.
Man, I got mind control over T-Bo. When he here, I pay my tithes. But when he leave, I pay my tithes.
Man, damn, man. I should have just paid my tithes, man.
Man, that nigga gonna cry in the car.
He should have paid his tithes.
Shit, real shit.
This shit is endless. What I speak is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive. 12 rounds hit hard, and this shit gon' go the distance. Way to exit cool, but wait till you see the interest. Know that we them niggas when we walk inside the entrance. Put me as the GOAT, you should be honored to get a mention. All my clips is standard, but I still get extensions. Switch on the big 30, sound like when it's spitting. Album so high, I had to give them an extension. One West till they bury me. Yeah, that's the commitment. Don't trust the soul, niggas.
Yeah, man, y'all shit was dope, man. Yo, Zara, you really about to go to New York, bro?
Yo, man, we out.
Man, you ain't going no damn New York, bro. You don't be going nowhere like that.
Yo, man.
See, I've been places, you know what I'm saying? I travel. I go, you know what I'm saying? Yo, what about you, Shrew?
I mean, niggas don't really be going nowhere, but I do. I know I do.
Where you been at? Where you been at, man?
Shit, I be out Puerto Rico, I be out Cuba.
Shit, I've been at the
This nigga ain't been no motherfucking Cuba, man.
Where's your Cuban cigar at, nigga?
Niggas go to Baltimore act like they been somewhere.
I've been places too. I've been to places too.
I don't know what you gonna need.
Man, what's your Cap? Well, you got to know Captain. He's an international. Where you got? He's been all over the place, Captain.
Trinidad, Canada.
Damn,
I've been around, man.
Damn, you been out there with drinking and shit?
Damn, that's better than what I was.
What about you, Yashima? What's up?
No, I'm from Jamaica, but I've been Canada, Florida, New York.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Philly.
Shit. What about you, Cap?
Well, I'll tell you where y'all niggas ain't been.
Yo, Cat, where you been though, man?
Man, I've been where y'all niggas ain't been. I've been to the Passover.
What?
Yeah, y'all never been there? You ain't never been to the Passover?
Damn,
What
Cat,
up?
that was a hurt piece.
Y'all ain't never been to the Passover? Y'all ain't never been to the Passover? What the fuck is the Passover? You ain't never been to the Passover? You ever been to the Passover? My bad. But y'all ain't never been to the Passover?
Unfortunately not.
You got the lamb slaughter. You got General Muhammad's class. We got the children's party.
Children's?
They got stuff for the kids to do. We got babysitters. They need babysitters.
I love the kids.
I ain't fucking with them kids.
And we're gonna have the black party.
Oh, shit.
And guess what? And guess what?
What's that? What's that?
If you pay your Passover fees up front,
Right.
you can get in the black party for free.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm
say
talking
black
about.
party?
It's gonna be performances there. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be open bar with the beer and the wine all night. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be in the building, you know what I mean?
Niggas say black party? Shit.
Keep going.
Israel, you already know what it is. We do it bigger and better every year. This year, the 54th annual Passover.
And before the Passover, we got the biggest party of the year. It's the annual Black Party, March 30th. That's on a Thursday at the Durham Armory. Make sure y'all in the building.
And the moment y'all all been waiting for, the 54th annual ISUBK Passover, April 1st. April 1st, we doing it big. Once again, serving the Most High in Raleigh, North Carolina.
And you can get all of that at this year's Passover. been to the Passover?
Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrakatah. To the brothers, Shalom Shamar Al-Tham Shem Yahweh Shah. To the sisters, what I said to the brothers was peace in the name of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Bless you. And to the sisters, I said peace in the name of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. May the Lord look over you. All right. So the next class is the war is on the seed. The war is on the seed, right? Well, what does that mean? What am I saying? What is this? What is this about? What is the title is about, right? Well, we've been taught and we've been pushed very hard by people like Jimmy Swagger and the church community is that it's about the blood, right? It's about the blood when it comes to redemption, right? But the war is against the seed. The war is against the lost sheep of the house of Israel. The war is against just one seed, right? It's not against a seed of many, right?
Right.
Let's get that. What's that? Galatians chapter 3 and verse 3 and where's that at? The seed is not the seed of many. Christ. Us. It's a hip shot. Now I gotta go to my Slack. Hold on, give me a second. I know it's in Galatians, right? It's in Galatians 3 and 16. Galatians 3 and 16. So look, the war is against the seed. It's not the seed as in many. All right. And the reason why I would say seed as in many is because I'm talking about a specific bloodline, a specific man's seed, which is sperm. You got that out? That's what the war is really against. The war is really against the very thing that America downplayed. America downplayed the seed of the man. Like, for instance, it's not the choice of the man. In America, it's called the choice of the woman. Isn't it called like woman's choice or something like that? What is it called? Is the woman's choice? It's not called the man's choice. It's called the woman's choice. That's called wise counsel just as well. You got it out?
Book of Galatians chapter 3, verse 16.
Read.
Now to Abraham and his seed were the promises made.
So it says to Abraham and to his seed, right? Read.
He saith not into seeds.
Not as into seeds. That's very important. That's very important throughout the whole Bible, because the whole Bible is about this one seed, this one sperm. So that's what it's all about. It's about this one man's sperm, right? This one man's seed, right? Read.
As of many, but as of one.
Not as of many, but as of one. Read.
Into thy seed, which is Christ.
Which is Yahweh Shai, even until Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is a part of that one seed, against that one seed, right? So what am I saying is everything is about the war against that one seed, right? I'm going to show you. Go to Galatians 3 and 15. Matter of fact, we're going to go up just a little bit. We went to this a couple times. But we're going to go up to verse 14. All right? Salakia. All right. This is when the curse was being given by the Most High Power, right? So the Most High Power is giving he's cursing Adam, Eve, and the serpent, right? And listen to what he says to the serpent. So remember, I'm saying the war is against the seed. At this time, Adam and Eve hasn't had any seed yet. They haven't had a child yet, right? So watch what he says in
Genesis.
Genesis. Salakia, Genesis. Salakia. I told you that. Salakia, work with me. Salakia, guys. I'm Genesis 3 and 14. All right, let's get it. All right, read.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 14.
Read.
And the Lord God said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
All right. So this is the curse on the serpent, right? Read.
Verse 15. And I will put enmity.
I will do what?
I will put enmity.
Read.
Between thee and the woman.
So it's between the serpent and the woman. It's going to be enmity. They're going to be enemies. They're going to be conflict. It's going to be tension. All right. It's like oil and water. Read.
And between thy seed.
And against thy what?
And between thy seed.
No, against thy sperm.
And between thy seed.
Against thy sperm is the same thing. I want to make sure that we drive that home. That's exactly what it's talking about. That seed is the seed of the sperm of the serpent. Read.
And her seed.
And the sperm of the woman. That's exactly what it's saying. That's exactly what it's saying. Read.
It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
So it's saying that the war is between the seed. The war is against the progenitors of these two seeds. That's what the war is against. That's what the war is all about. Give me Revelation chapter 13 and 7. That's what this is all about. So look, we went to Genesis, we went to the beginning, right? Now we're going to go to Revelation, we're going to go to the end, right? So, and then we're going to look in the middle. So now we look in the beginning and it says that it's going to be enemies between the seed of the serpent and the seed of the woman. This is not talking about a snake. This is not talking about a talking snake. This is talking about a beast of the field, all right? I'm going to deal with that too to make sure that we got an understanding of that, right? Revelation chapter 13 and 7.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 7.
Read.
And it was given unto him to make war with the saints.
So it was given unto him. So who allowed the serpent to make war with the saints? It says in Revelation 13 and 7, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints. So it was given to him. He didn't have to take it. It was given to him, right? And to overcome them. So not only was it given permission to make war with the saints, they was also given permission to overcome them. That is very important, right? It says, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. So not only was this war against these two seeds, but this enemy that was making war with the saints, whoever the saints may be, we're going to show who the saints are, right? But not only was he given permission to make war with the saints, he was given permission to overcome them. And all power was given to him over all kindreds, tongues, and nations. Right? So who would that be? Let's see. If you go to Revelation chapter 12 and verse 9. You go to Revelation chapter 12 and verse 9. Listen what it says. And the great dragon was cast out, the old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So the war was, he was given permission to make war with the saints, and he was given permission to make war, and he was able to overcome them. So not only are we seeing it unfold before our eyes, guess what? We see in Genesis chapter 3 and Genesis chapter, Salakia, and in Revelation. Salakia for 1 second. All right. I'm gonna pass the class. Oh, you ready? Sir? I was going into the war against the saints. All right. All right. So look, I'm gonna pass the class over to priest and officer. Shalom, shalom. Priest and officer not. All right.
Hey, shalom, Israel. Ashrakatah. So why the Tashiyam for holding it down? All right, so the brother called me today and asked me a question about divorce. Did Hagar divorce? It's like did Moses divorce Hagar? Anybody know the answer to that? All right, so we're gonna start off with first we're gonna start off talking about what is divorce, what is the laws of marriage when it comes to Israel. A lot of times brothers get it confused. Before Christ, a bill of divorcement was normal. You know what I'm saying? Moses was like, write a bill of divorcement and get her out of here. You know what I'm saying? But Christ gave us a new way of looking at things. Christ showed us what brotherhood was. He showed us what love was for one another, whether it was man or woman. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go into. You need a table? Oh, you get your table? We're gonna go into what the bill of divorcement was. What's the laws of marriage? We're gonna go into how to break down the situation with Hagar and Moses. You know what I mean? So. It's like what scripture is the Hagar and Moses scripture? You familiar with that? When she said when Rebecca, was it Rebecca? Not Moses, Hagar and Sarah. Hagar, Sarah, and was it Isaac? Yeah, it was Isaac. Somebody text Koyash, tell him. You got it?
You want when he sent her away?
Yeah, when he sent her away. I need that. Go ahead, you got it. Somebody text Koyash, tell him about the answer to this question.
Just the book of Genesis.
Oh, he on the class right now. Shout out to Koyash. Here go your answer, brother. Go ahead.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 21, start on verse 8.
Mm-hmm. You got some water? You don't need to put it up on the screen. You can just read it.
Okay, come. Book of Genesis, chapter 21, verse 8. And the child grew and was weaned, and Abraham made a great feast. the same day that Isaac was weaned.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. And Sarah saw the son of Hagar the Egyptian, which she had borne unto Abraham, mocking.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore she said unto Abraham,
It was Abraham. What?
Cast out this bondwoman and her son.
Mm-hmm.
For the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, even with Isaac.
So the sister Sarah told Rebecca, the sister, who was that? Rebecca?
Sarah and Hagar.
Sarah and Hagar, Salakia. I'm jamming this all the way up. So Sarah told Abraham to kick Hagar out because she's not gonna be heir to anything, right?
1 sec.
Right?
Okay.
So the question is, did he divorce Hagar? And was it okay? Anybody want to take a shot at that? Want to take a shot at that, Mataziala?
I would say yes and yes. Did he
Okay.
divorce her? Yes. And was it okay? Yes.
Okay, what about you, young brother? What's your name? Nathan.
I want to say no.
He didn't divorce her?
They didn't divorce her.
Okay.
And if I remember correctly, both sides just told him that the seed would go to Isaac.
Right. You right as well. You right as well. So we're gonna go through the scriptures and read about divorce, bill of divorcement. We're gonna read about. You can keep the microphone. So we're gonna start off. Give me Ecclesiasticus 23 and 23. Ecclesiasticus 23 and 23. Let me get that Bible you had in the Apocrypha. Let me get a Bible in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus 23:23.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 23, verse 23.
What?
For first she hath disobeyed the law of the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, she hath transgressed
So like,
against
start the verse before that.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 23, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
Thus shall it go also with the wife
Mm-hmm.
that leaveth her husband
Mm-hmm.
and bringeth in an heir by another.
Mm-hmm.
For first she hath disobeyed the law of the Most High,
Mm-hmm.
and secondly, she hath transgressed against her own husband. Trespass against her own husband.
Mm-hmm.
And thirdly, she hath played the whore in adultery and brought children by another man.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 24, she shall be brought out into the congregation, and inquisition shall be made of her children.
Mm-hmm.
Her children shall not take root, and her branches shall bring forth no fruit.
In Ecclesiasticus 25 and 26. So now the woman that disobeyed her husband shall be brought out into the yard. She's gonna make it public, right? She disobeyed her husband, but first, not only did she disobey her husband, she disobeyed the Most High, right? So what happens to this woman? She's brought outside, made an inquisition. Her children should take no root. You technically cutting her off. You got that scripture? Go ahead.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 25, verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
And if she go not as thou wouldest have her,
If she don't do what you want her to do, you want her to be modest. You know what I'm saying? You want her to do whatever you want your woman to do. Go ahead.
cut her off.
What?
Cut her off.
Do what?
Cut her off.
Go ahead.
From thy flesh.
Mm-hmm.
And give her a bill of divorce.
Mm-hmm.
And let her go.
Now, this is in Ecclesiasticus. This is written by Solomon, which is way after Moses, way after Abraham, way into the scriptures, right? Solomon wrote Ecclesiasticus. Or was it the brother Jesus. We don't get into all of that. I mean, so give me Jeremiah 3:1. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Jesus, the son of Sirach. That's what Ecclesiastes. Pronounce Yahweh Shah, but it wasn't the same Yahweh Shah. Jeremiah
The book of
3:1.
Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 1.
Go ahead.
They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again?
Mm-hmm.
Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
So if a man put away his wife and she goes and marries another man, and then she returns to him again, shall that land be greatly polluted? How would that happen? Mutaziala.
By her laying with another man, and that other man having intercourse with her.
Right. So how does she even get to laying with another man?
She went away to play the harlot. She
Read it again.
They say, if a man put away his wife,
Meaning what?
If he
divorced her.
Right.
He put away his wife. Right? Go ahead.
And she go from him and become another man's, shall he
So now
return?
he put the woman away, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she go and become another man's wife. So now she didn't lay with another man, but that's because she was loosed by the first man. Go ahead.
Shall he return unto her again?
Mm-hmm.
Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
So now you see her in the future, it's 10 years later, you see her with another man, she's like, oh, she left that other man alone. Now she's single again, right? The scriptures is telling us that land, damn, the what I appreciate that. Shall not that land be greatly polluted? Now we going y'all gotta walk with me on this because it's a story. You know what I'm saying? This is more so a class, it's not a few scriptures. I'm not shooting scriptures at you. I'm trying to string y'all along. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you a story to follow. So now the Bible said if a man divorced his wife and she wound up with another brother, and now you see her again and she's single again, shall that man go back into that woman? That was his rib, that was his wife, but he divorced her. And she was with another man, and he divorced her. So is that still your wife? Because she's divorced the second man? Read.
But thou hast played the harlot.
No, read shall not that land.
Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
So now if you was to go back into that woman, that land is polluted. The scriptures call that woman a land. I mean, you can't go back into that woman, even though she was your wife at one point. But now that another man has had her, you can't go back to her. Right. I mean, that land greatly polluted. We got other ways to say than that, Philly, but you know what I mean. Ooh, that land is greatly polluted. Keep going.
Come. But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers.
Many lovers. Go ahead.
Yet return again to me, saith the Lord.
Most High said, just worry about the scriptures. Just worry about the class. Just worry about the school. Returning to me. Don't worry about her. Now let's get into it. Give me Deuteronomy 24:1. Let's get to Moses. So lock. It was a rough day today. You know what I'm saying? I rushed down this mug. I running all day. You know what I'm saying? I finally had a chance to sit down in this seat. You know what I'm saying? So give me a second. I gotta cool off. You know what I'm saying? Cooling off while I'm teaching the class. So lock it. Lord be with me. You know what I'm saying? Lord be with me. Deuteronomy 24:1.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 24, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
When a man have taken a wife and married her.
What is marriage in the Bible, young brother? Having sex. That's it. You're right. Having sex in the Bible is marriage, right? So keep reading.
And it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes.
She find no favor in his eyes. So you marry your wife, right? You get a wife. and she has no favor in your eyes. She don't do what you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? She's not the person that you always wanted. You know what I mean? She turned into something that you like, man, you know what? I'm done with her. I'm tired of her, man. It's scriptures in Ecclesiastes talking about like when a wicked woman, you know what I'm saying? A wicked woman rather live on the roof with a lion and a dragon than be in the house with this woman. Right. That day comes when that honeymoon phase is over. You know what I'm saying? And now you in the house with a dragon. When that day comes, she has no more favor in your eyes. It's not the sweet woman that you once was with. You know what I mean? She now something totally different. You can't stand to look upon her. You just can't stand her no more. Right? Keep going.
Because he had found some uncleanness in her.
He found some uncleanness in her. Or say she like to do whatever unclean thing she like to do. She get high, she eat shrimp, pork, crab, lobster. You know what I mean? She like to do whatever unclean thing that, you know what I mean, that you see that is unfit. Right? Go ahead.
Okay. Then let him write her a bill of divorcement, and give it in her hand, and send her out of his house.
So this is what Moses said. Moses said, if you ain't like that woman, this is in the law, right? Deuteronomy, the second book of the law. So in the law, say you could get a divorce, right? So was Abraham wrong? Was he wrong? According to the law, you could divorce her. So technically, no, which is your answer, Matazi Allah. You're right. Technically, no, he wasn't wrong. He was right by divorcing her, right? Keep going.
Okay. Verse 2. When she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife.
This is in the law. It's in Deuteronomy. When she leaves, she could go be another man's wife. Because you found uncleanliness in her. You found no favor in her. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Verse 3. And if the latter husband hate her, and write her a bill of divorcement, and give it in her hand, and sendeth her out of his house, or if the latter husband die, which took her to be his wife, her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his wife. After that she is defiled. For that is abomination before the Lord. And thou shalt not cause the land to sin, which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance.
So before the adultery was coming back to a man that you had already laid with. So you couldn't go back to your old husband. You know what I'm saying? Some women had 4, 5, 6, 7 husbands, which is why Christ said you had many husbands. Right or wrong? Christ said you had many husbands. You know what I'm saying? You've been with many men. But, you know what I mean? That's not brotherhood. That's not sisterhood. If she don't find no favor in my eyes, right now, Commander Junior Hanna, thank God for Commander Junior Hanna, because he teach us to fix these women. You know what I'm saying? These women are broken just like we are. And imagine if I did some uncleanness or I had unfavorness and they just kicked me out. You know what I'm saying? Or they disowned me. You know what I'm saying? It was like, damn, you know what? I did this. I broke blood, sweat, tears. You know what I'm saying? I did everything I could, and you just get rid of me? You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. Or like you got a friend, and your friend did one thing, you're like, no, I'm done. I'm cutting them off. But here in ISUBK, we learn brotherhood. We learn sisterhood. That's the young.
If I make sure, like, this is heavy. This is real heavy because, to me, you know how to do sometimes. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this really shows order to me. This shows that there has to be someone in charge. There has to be a head that makes that type of decision like Moses made. Because Moses made, as one would say, an executive decision. He made a decision because of the hardness of their hearts.
Yeah.
But from the beginning, right, it was himself. But because of the hardness of their heart at that time,
you're moving ahead a little bit. We're gonna get there. No, you got it. Go ahead, keep going.
Because it just popped, it just hit me when you were saying it, right? But instead of jumping up there, I'll just go like this. It shows order. It shows that there has to be, like there was before, someone in charge to give out that order.
Right.
Because the Christian church don't believe in that. They don't believe that there's the Most High has sent a man to keep us in order.
Right.
Like you said, and I'll let you go ahead and get on that about how Commander General Your Honor raises us.
Right.
It's different from how what Moses gave them.
Right.
That's correct, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Like when now if it was like, let's put it like this: you got children. Most people in here got children, right? Your children do something, they do something, just they went too far. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, the hell made you do that? What in your right mind made you do that? We can't cut our children off. That's your children, or your mother, or your father, your immediate family, right? You can't cut them off. You got to live with that. You got to deal with that. Y'all got to fix it. Here in the UPK, your wife is your family. She's related to you. She's not going nowhere. You feel what I'm saying? You got to fix that. It's your job. You can't write her a bill of divorcement. Now, that's brotherhood. That's sisterhood. Because that broken person is your job to fix. Just like it was the captain's job to fix me. And the water while your house was shot, they fixed me. You know what I'm saying? I was one of them boys that I thought it could not be fixed. My name not means to recline or relax. Because I was sitting in the chair just like this, lean back. You know what I mean? I was that guy coming to class and I was trying to prove everybody wrong. You feel what I'm saying? I wanted to prove everybody wrong. Whatever you said, I was going to say the opposite. But that captain and that officer, they fixed me. You feel what I'm saying? They put time, dedication, everything into me to fix me and to water for them. Same thing I did for my wife and my child when she grows up. You feel what I'm saying? I can't stray away from the job. You feel what I'm saying? It's a forever fight. And you deal with that forever. So yeah, Moses gave us, I'm getting everybody's name mixed up. Moses gave us the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to divorce our wife. But when Christ gave it to us, he said, listen, we're going to get in that. But when Christ gave it to us, he was like, no, I suffered. We're going to get into it. Let's go to it, right? Let's get to it. Give me Mark chapter 10. Matter of fact, give me Matthew 5 and 31. Matthew 5 and 31. There's going to be different accounts of the same conversation. We're about to read different accounts of it. Matthew chapter 5, verse 31.
So book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 31.
Go ahead.
It hath been said, whosoever shall put away his wife, let him give her a writing of divorcement.
It has been said by who? Who was it said by?
Moses.
Moses, right. It's written in the law, right? It has been said, if your woman act up, she start tripping, give her a bill of divorcement. Send her way. Read, start from verse 32.
32.
Mm-hmm.
But I say unto you, that whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication.
Now, Christ made it specific, right? The law was broad. If she had any uncleanness with her, then you could put her away. But Christ made it specific. He said, if she fornicates on you, if she was to have unlawful sex, meaning she had sex with another man while you was with her, that's unlawful. Now she broke the law. She sinned against you and the Most High. Now you got to right to divorce her. You know what I'm saying? Christ made it more specific. I'll take a little bit. Christ made it more specific. And now that's how we're able to hone in and be more solid with one another. Because now we got the opportunity to know what's the uncleanliness. Because if my wife ate some shrimp, I could divorce her, according to Moses. I came in the house like, yo, what's that right there? She's like, oh, it's a tuna sandwich. I'm like, but you dead. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You dead. You know what I'm saying? Yo, look, give me a penny so I can divorce you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, give me that paper over there and I'm going to divorce your ass. You feel what I'm saying? So now it's not the tuna sandwich that's going to get her divorced. Now it's not the blunt that she rolling. You feel what I'm saying? Or whatever wicked thing she may be doing. It's not that. Now it's when you go step outside. You with Jerome down the street. Oh, you was with Jerome, huh? You with Jerome, huh? You know what? You and Jerome, y'all go do your thing. You feel what I'm saying? You belong to Jerome now. That land is greatly polluted.
Right.
She is now unclean to me. You feel what I'm saying? It makes more sense when Christ said it. Because Christ drove it home. So now Moses did give us the right to divorce our women. Hagar was divorced by Abraham. True. She was also a Hamite. Hagar was divorced by Abraham. That's very true. But Christ lived the letter of the law. He did it right. He did it correctly. He's the only one to do it correctly. So when you learn the law, learn it from him. You feel what I'm saying? Which is why we in the Old and the New Testament. You need both. You need your left and your right hand. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Now, whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, causing her to commit adultery.
Causing her to do what?
Commit adultery.
Now, you put her away because she eating a tuna sandwich. Like, yo, you dead. But you dead. You know what I'm saying? And she go out and now she with Jerome because I put her out my house. Now, when she go be with Jerome, because of what I did to her, I caused her to sin. Remember, Christ said, if you cause one of my little ones to sin, it's better than the millstone be hung around your neck and you thrown in the water. Now I'm in danger of the law because I made her sin. You follow me? Now I'm sinning because I made her sin. That sin is on me. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And whosoever shall marry her that is divorced committed adultery.
And whosoever marry her. So now once she get with Jerome, we all in trouble. We all in trouble. And it's my fault because I should have fixed her. I should have fixed her. Now, if she decides to go out and be with Jerome on her own, then that's her and Jerome's fault. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I did the best I could. You feel what I'm saying? Bless your heart. But now, you know what I'm saying? If I had something to do with it, then it becomes a situation. I mean, so we're going to drop that. We're going to get multiple accounts of the same story. Give me Mark chapter 10, verse 1. Anybody online, y'all got any questions? Just type them in the chat. They done gave me the computer. Uh-oh. I don't know what to do with this, John. Just Art and Paint. What's up, sis? Just Art and Paint. Atara, what's up, Atara? Rataza Young, what's up, dog? I ain't see you in a minute, man. Where you been at, bro? Koyashwan, shout out to Koyashwan. Kana. Your car. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You got it? Mark 10 and 1? What?
It's the book of Mark, chapter 10, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And he arose from thence and cometh into the coast of Judea by the farther side of Jordan. And the people resort unto him again. And as he wont, he taught them again. And the Pharisees came to him and asked him, is it lawful for a man to put away his wife?
Right.
Tempted him. And he answered and said unto them.
So now the Pharisees, we all familiar with who the Sadducees and the Pharisees was, right? All right. Who were they?
Like people in the line who, like today, they would be like government officials.
Close. They were the government. But today, we would see them more as religious leaders or like a Christian pastor. Like somebody coming to somebody, like they coming to us, trying to check us on the scriptures. They come to you like today. Somebody came to him and was like, Hagar, Abraham divorced Hagar, but y'all say y'all can't divorce. That's the same thing that just happened. They came with the Christ and asked him this question. Christ like, I already taught. I've been teaching all day. I'm going to teach y'all again. You feel what I'm saying? That's what's happening. Go ahead.
And he answered and said unto them, What did Moses command?
What did Moses say to you? Right? Y'all know the scriptures. Tell us about divorce. What did Moses say? Y'all know the scriptures, right? So you tell me. But he about to cut him again, about to cut him to pieces. Go ahead.
And they said, Moses suffered to write a bill of divorcement.
They said Moses suffered to write a bill of divorcement. Go ahead.
And to put her away.
So that's what Moses said. Moses said, man, write the bill of divorcement and put her away. But go ahead.
And Yahweh answered and said unto them, for the hardness of your heart, he wrote you this precept.
That's why he wrote the precept. Moses wrote that because he was dealing with a bunch of knuckleheads, a bunch of goofballs. They in the wilderness for a very long time. They come out of Egypt, and everybody just want to be back in Egypt. Let's say we leave Philly tomorrow, right? And you know what I mean, Moses come tomorrow, take us out of Philly. We like, yo, man, all I want is pizza. I just want a hoagie. Somebody like, yo, Max's had the best cheesesteaks. You be like, damn, yo, you remember cheesesteaks? You're like, yeah, you remember cheesesteaks? Like, yo, remember the Hennessy though? Damn, I just want some Hennessy, right? Now we knuckleheads. 15, 20 years in, all we gonna want is to go back home because now we in the wilderness. We building stuff and making stuff and I don't want to be here. I just want a turkey hoagie. I just want a hoagie. I gotta eat whatever this is. I'm just eating snail and whatever this. I want a hoagie. You know what I'm saying? Now the hardness of my heart, it starts to make me into a heckler. You know what I'm saying? I'm heckling Moses. And now Moses like, these niggas keep talking about hoagies, dog. They're getting on my nerves. All I'm hearing is hoagies and cheesesteaks. You know what I'm saying? Now on divorce, right? They like, yo, she said this and she said that. Now he in marriage counsel after marriage counsel after marriage counsel. They like, we can't live together. I can't be with him. I hate him. I hate his guts. He like, you know what? Just divorce him. Y'all two separate. Y'all need to be around each other. That's why y'all two, you go that way, you go this way. You go find you another husband and you just go find you another wife. Right? That's what Moses said. Because he's dealing with a bunch of knuckleheads, right? The hardness of their heart forced his hand. So he's like, man, look, y'all go ahead divorce. But Christ, he ain't in that situation. Christ in a whole nother situation. So Christ now like, yo, the hardness of your heart made y'all divorce. But I'm gonna set you straight. Go ahead.
But from the beginning of the creation, God made them male and female.
Mm-hmm.
For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife, and they shall twin, and they twain shall be one flesh. So then they are no more twain, but one flesh.
So now, when man and woman come together, they become one. They're not two anymore. They now one. So when you take this cover and these pages and you put them together, it's no longer covering pages. It's a book. Right? Go ahead.
What therefore God hath joined together, let no man put asunder.
So now Christ like, listen, what the Lord put together, nobody should break that up. So who are you to divorce somebody? Who am I to divorce somebody? The Lord put that together for a reason. It didn't just happen. Y'all two ain't just together for no reason. There's a reason y'all came together. There's something there. It gotta be. If it was a honeymoon phase, then why it had to end? It's because one of y'all got a hard heart. One of y'all didn't harden your heart. So y'all need to fix it. Right? Make sense? All right, go ahead.
And in the house his disciples asked him again of the same matter. And he said unto them, whosoever shall put away his
So now they asked him again. Christ cut him to pieces with the first scripture. Then they asked him again on the same matter, the same question. They asked him the same question again. And then he hit him with, with this right here. What?
Whosoever shall put away his wife and marry another committed adultery against her.
Committed adultery against her. So if you put away your wife and marry another, you commit adultery against her. Now, we don't put away our wife to marry another. Yeah, we might get a new wife, but you still got to give her your due diligence. If she called, you got to be there. If she needs you, you got to be there. That's your wife. That's your responsibility. Just like if you got 2 kids, you're not going to put one kid away because you had another kid. They both your responsibility. You got to raise both of these kids. That's your job. If you got 10 kids, that's your responsibility. You got to raise 10 kids. Just because you had the 9th and the 10th don't mean the first one got to suffer. You know what I'm saying? You going?
And if a woman shall put away her husband and be married to another, she committed adultery.
So if you put away your wife, you commit adultery against her. And if she put you away to get another man, she committed adultery against you. Follow me? Any questions so far about divorce? Koyashwan, no sweat, brethren. No sweat. I told you I was gonna give it to you. I just had to go into my notes, man. I was driving when you asked me.
So if I may point out, like even the disciples in verse 10, it says, and in the house his disciples asked him again. Like they wasn't even sure about the answer he gave to the Pharisees and scribes, because Christ said that he spoke in parables because it's not fit for everyone.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So they had to ask him for sloppy, sir. Can you give us that breakdown again?
But the thing is, they did understand it. And the disciples, they always asking the question again. Like they always asking it over again. Like, yo, what you say? It's like you spit a rap. Somebody outside spitting a verse, right? And they spit that fire, and you like, yo, what he say? He said, you know what I mean? That's the disciples. They that's them. You know what I mean? They gassing him up like, yo, look, he cut him to pieces. He was like, look, if you marry her and she and you put her away, you committed adultery. That was crazy. What you say again, Christ? You know what I'm saying? So they asked him again on the same matter. I say it like that. I'm not trying to downgrade the Bible, but we got to be able to understand it in our own language. We got to be able to translate it, because if it don't translate, then it's not for you. It's not for me. I mean, if I got a book in Spanish and I can't translate it to English, then it's not for me. That's a Spanish book. I don't even what is that? I can't read that. It's not for me. So if you can't translate the Bible to today's language and today's actions, then you won't never get it. It's like, go ahead.
Salaki, sir, if I may. Like this is right on point, because I was talking to my brother today. He just came up from Georgia, because he a friend of the family passed away. So he
sorry to hear that.
Yeah. And we was talking today when he came up to my slavery, and he was like, "You still listen to hip hop?" I was like, "Yeah, I listen to hip hop." I was like, "That's the Lord's music."
Yeah.
I said the Bible is written in similitudes, and parables, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I said that's the Lord's music right there. They might not listen to hip hop.
Yeah.
I said, and it's crazy how you just made that same similitude on hip hop, and how the disciples asked him, "Man, the way you just put that, it was perfect."
Most are crazy because they similar. So when we listen to hip hop is that warrior spirit that's in us. It's all in us, right? Scripture said, my young men have fainted. They at the corner, they at the top of the corner of every block like a bull in the neck. They are full of the spirit of the Lord. That's us. When we listen to hip hop, we full of that warrior spirit. Don't put styles on when I'm in the car. Don't put styles on when I'm in the car. Ooh wee. Don't put DMX on when I'm in the car. Ooh wee. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be like, yo, my ego be like, yo, you be tripping, because that's the spirit that's in me. You know what I'm saying? It's there, and they bring it out. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we listen to hip hop. Hip hop is us. It's our culture. Jamaicans call it culture music when they sing. You know what I mean? And they're where you from, brother?
In the Bahamas.
In the Bahamas? Yeah, reggae. They call it like, so the brother, he wouldn't say I make reggae. He said I make culture music, right? And that's what they would call it. Like hip hop, we don't call it hip hop. We just call it rap. That's our culture's music. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they got reggaeton. That's their culture's music. You know what I'm saying? And what's the the Spanish damn. They got salsa. I can't think of it right now, but they got the dance music. You know what I'm saying? Bachata, that's it. They got the dance music. You know what I'm saying? That's their culture's music. You feel what I'm saying? So hip hop is in us. It's way in us from a youngin'. You know what I mean? I know most of us, if we rap, we all listen to music. We was as young as you can remember listening to music, because it's in you. It's your heart. I used to say my heart got a beat. You feel what I'm saying? It's way in my body. You know what I mean? Salakia. But yeah, so I don't break the Bible down to euphemize it. If that's the right word. I don't break the Bible down to take away from it. I break the Bible down so we can understand it. I mean, through a better lens. You know what I mean, so forgive me for my translations. So we'll drop that. Give me Matthew 19:7.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 19, and verse 7. They say unto him, why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement and to put her away?
So why did he do that? We already got the answer, but I said we're going to get different accounts of the same situation. Keep going.
He said unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives. But from the beginning it was not so.
From the beginning it was not so. That's not what Adam and Eve was doing. You feel what I'm saying? That's not what was supposed to be done. The Lord ain't want that to happen. But Moses had to suffer the right to build a divorcement because they forced his hand. So Moses gave us the go ahead, as the brother was saying earlier. What you call it? executive decision. Moses gave you to go ahead because he saw that it was destroying people, trying to stay together. And he had a lot going on. Moses had to make captains and officers. Moses had to set up a government because he had a lot going on. So now you're like, all right, y'all go ahead, divorce. But Christ like, no. I know Moses said that, but no. But from the beginning, it was not so. Keep going.
And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committed adultery. And whoso marrieth her which is put away, doth commit adultery. His disciples say unto him, if the case of the man be so with his wife, it is not good to marry. But he say unto them, all men cannot receive the saying.
Read verse, use that verse 10.
Verse 10?
Yeah, read that again.
His disciples say unto him, if the case of the man be so with his wife, it is not good to marry.
If the case of the man be so with his wife, it is not good to marry. That is the part that a lot of people miss. Read that one more time.
His disciples say unto him, if the case of the man be so with his wife, it is not good to marry.
Bro, we got a 6-month program. We got a year program. And I would implore you to do that program strongly. Because if you don't give yourself that time with that woman, she'll break you down. Or vice versa. You feel what I'm saying? And now you sitting in Moses' office trying to get that bill of divorce. You know what I'm saying? You try to get that bill of divorce. You in somebody's marriage counsel because you didn't give that time to you and your wife. You didn't give yourself that time to become cool. We gotta be friends first. I don't even fuck with you. You feel what I'm saying? Like for real, I don't fuck with you because we never got cool. I just wanted to hit. And now that I hit, it's over. I ain't gotta chase you no more. Now, what? Now what? Now what we doing? I already hit. Salaki, go ahead. Salaki, if I get too raunchy, y'all let me know, man.
Now you too wild, sir. You know, once again, that this is really heavy because what happens is, let's say you're not under Commander General Yohana. You're not under someone that the Most High left in charge of the nation.
Right.
That's why this is so important. So because you under the purple guys, now they're giving you an order that say you can do a bill of divorce.
Right.
So they're taking that role of Commander General Yohana, which they should not be in that position. That's why it's so important. I think this got a lot of layers, but this layer right here that's showing order and how we have to be under one body. I hope the listeners are really, really hearing what you're saying behind the scenes just as well. The fact that this shows that if you receive the wrong order, now you under judgment because now you've married another.
Exactly.
This is heavy.
And that's why it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous to learn the scriptures. No call ID. It's so dangerous to learn the scriptures from somebody who don't understand them.
Right.
Because now what you do is you put yourself, like you said, in danger of the law. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of cases are with any other Israelite group. With any other Israelite group, now you learn it under somebody, somebody's called me no call ID 3 times back to back. Huh? I know, right? But so now if you learn from like somebody, one of those we call them fake Israelite groups. Why are we calling that? Because they come from here and they learn their own thing and they decide to just run with their own doctrine. So now when you learn it from somebody who isn't as seasoned or doesn't understand the scriptures, now you find yourself confused. You find yourself lost in the sauce and you trying to put 2 and 2 together and it don't fit. You know what I mean? Christ told us, they gave you the bill of divorcement, but I'm gonna tell you how to be a brother. I'm gonna tell you how to be a sister. I'm gonna tell you how to care about the person that you're with. Right? And what the scripture just said is, if you're not cool with the woman, don't marry her. If you get to know her and the person that she is not the person that you want to be with, don't marry her. That's the part that most people don't catch. Abraham would never had to write that bill of divorcement if he wasn't with the Egyptian. It's locked in. Give me Romans chapter 7, verse 1. You got a question?
If I may, I might get a little bit of a story, so I apologize. But Moses gave everybody the thing about divorcement. There's a story in Esther about Vashti, and she did what she did, and they were trying to figure out what to do with her. And they were trying to find a law or something. And the way I read it, we went through it was that they didn't find one, so they asked the king that there be a commandment from him, and then they would get there from there.
Right.
So why? Like Moses already had that point in place. Why did they just go with what Moses said? Why did they go to the king to say, well, let there be a commandment from you to proceed?
So during that time, they was in captivity. So same thing, no different than us, right? If you need your answer, you wouldn't go to the Bible. You might go to the courthouse. You know what I'm saying? You might ask a lawyer or somebody who deals with law of the land. You feel what I'm saying? So how would we do this the right way according to where we live at today? We would go to the Bible. We would go to the scriptures, but they didn't do that. You know what I mean? And like I told the brother earlier, there's a lot of accounts in the Bible where we learn from. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stories that we read about in the Bible, everybody ain't do the right thing. Salaki, that's what I understand. Everybody ain't do the right thing. A lot of mistakes was made. And because those mistakes was made, we get to see what happened. We get to see what happened if you do it the wrong way. Or if you do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? And we learn from that.
If I may, sir. Yeah. That was another nation too. That was another nation, and they were specifically going by their laws. So they were still in order, but they was in order under their laws. They was going by specifically their laws. So they wasn't going by the laws of Moses. The ones that was going by the laws of Moses was Esther, was Mordecai, was the Israelites, right? So you can't, I wouldn't say why didn't the king and why didn't what's her name, Vashti?
Yeah.
Follow Moses. They wouldn't have followed Moses. Those laws
that was his first wife, right? Vashti? That was his first wife. Yeah, they was heathens. They was heathens. And what was the king name? Xerxes, and then Hamar was the Edomite with him, right? Or the other dude with him. Nah, Hamar was Haman. Yeah, they was all heathens. And then I'll go to Romans chapter 7, verse 1.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 7, and verse 1. Know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law, how that the law hath dominion over a man as long as he liveth.
So now he said, know ye not, brethren, for them I speak of the law. For I speak of the law to them. How hath the law have dominion over a man as long as he liveth? How is that possible? How can the law have dominion over a man for so long? Go ahead.
For the woman which has a husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth.
So now the woman, she has to live by that law as well for as long as she lives. So as long as my wife is alive, as long as I'm alive, she gonna be my wife. You know what I mean? Because she's bound to that law forever. She's like, I'm bound to the law forever. So when it's not working, I gotta make it work because that's my rib forever.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It ain't nothing unless she go be with Jerome down the street, and she go be with Jerome as much as she wants to. You know what I'm saying? The door is open, the door is unlocked. Don't let the door hit you with a good law split you. We'll be with Jerome. But as long as you in this house, you gonna fix that damn attitude. Oh, that shit ain't gonna lock it. That ain't gonna fly over here. You feel what I'm saying? Because I have to fix that. It's my problem. It's not Commander Junior Hana's problem. It's not Dasha Yum's problem. Or General Ha's problem. It's my problem. You know what I mean? Keep going.
But if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband.
So that day when, God forbid, somebody run the red light, it's all over. Yeah, she's free from me. She got the opportunity to be with another person, and she won't be sinning. So this breaks down how how a divorce is, what's the laws of marriage, what's the rules of a marriage, how it's supposed to go, how you should deal with it. Hopefully the brother understand now. I mean, how Hagar, I'm gonna jam these names up. How Hagar was able to, Abraham was able to divorce Hagar, right? And if you get it, Koyashwan, just say something in the chat. Or you can go ahead, keep going.
So then, if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law, so that she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man.
All right, drop that. Give me 1 Peter 3:1. All right, any other questions on that topic so far? Any questions online or in the room? About divorce, about wives, about marriage? Nah, 1 Peter 3:1.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 1. Likewise, ye wives be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word.
Now, this is Salakia. All right. I'm gonna need y'all listening closely to this. I'm gonna need you to read it. I need you to read it right. Salakia. Punctuations and all that matter on this one. Start back from the top.
Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands.
Wives, women, be in subjection to your husband. Listen to your husband. Pay attention to your husband. Don't let this happen. Keep going.
That if any obey not the word.
If she does not listen to her husband. Go ahead.
They also may, without the word, be won by the conversation of the wife.
Now, if she does not listen to her husband, she'll be won by the conversation of other women. Because she did not listen to her husband who's telling her the right thing to do. So instead, she'll be won by the conversation of other women. That's where trouble starts. Keep going. That's why it's like, if I could, that's why I'm telling you to be subject to your husband. Come to him, talk to him, have a conversation with him. Use him for direction, for correction. Use him for the things you need in life. Because if you don't ask him the question, you'll ask Susie from down the street, and she gonna steer you wrong because her husband don't control her. So now you asking her for the information that her husband gives her. That's secondhand information. That's where you start messing up right there. Keep going.
While they behold the chaste conversation coupled with fear.
So now they're gonna give you that conversation and it's coupled with fear. So now you mixing that conversation with your feelings. That woman ain't gonna give you a good conversation. She's not gonna give you sound information like your husband would. She's gonna tell you something that got a whole bunch of emotions into it. Fear, all kind of stuff. Like, yeah, you know that nigga, he threw a pot at me the other day. Yeah, nigga, that's why I'm gonna put some antifreeze in this, you know what I mean? And now women talking, and it's not gonna be good because your emotions is in there. Keep going. Look at that. See, I'm reading ahead.
Who is adorning? Let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair, and of wearing of gold, or of putting on of apparel.
Now that's nice. Women look nice with the plaiting the hair, putting on the gold, the apparel. Women look nice from the outward view. Go ahead.
But let it be the hidden man of the heart.
Let it be the man that's in your heart and your mind. Go ahead.
In that which is not corruptible.
That's what you need. You need that man in your heart and your mind is not corruptible. That's what make a woman beautiful. Her mind. And she get the mind from the man that she listens to. That's why having a woman listen to you is beautiful. That's when you find favor in her. When she listens. When she does what you want her to do. That's a favorable woman. Keep going.
Even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit.
The ornament of what?
Even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit.
That's better than any chain you can get, any hit earring, any Doc Martin or whatever you got. The ornament of a meek spirit. That's the heaviest chain you could wear. That's the biggest diamond you could have. That's the flashiest makeup you could put on. The ornament of a meek spirit. Keep going. A meek and quiet spirit. Go ahead.
Which is in the sight of God of great price.
That is gold in the sight of the Lord. In the sight of my eyes, that's gold. If I tell you to do something and you listen to it, that's gold. That's better than any makeup you could wear, any 10-pound wig you could put on, or all the weave that you got in your hair. You feel what I'm saying? They put 10 pounds of weave in to look good, but it don't add up to what's really good. That's you being meek and quiet and listening. Keep going.
For after this manner in the old time, the holy women also, who trusted in God, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord.
Calling him what?
Calling him Lord.
Calling him what?
Calling him Lord.
Girl, you better call me Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That is beautiful. That's the ornament of peace and meekness and quiet. That's what a brother wants. You come home, your wife like, yo, I got some dinner for you, my Lord. You like, good night. That's when you got a beautiful woman. You ain't divorcing her. Who it? No, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what dinner at. We're gonna have breakfast in bed today. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because now you enjoy her. You find favor in her. You enjoy being around her. We cool. We friends. You're subject unto me. This is the order that's supposed to have. And when things are in order, they go right. They go right when things are in order. When it's out of order, it don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? It's off. You come home and she loud. She listening to Susie from down the street. And you like, yo, what she been telling you? No, but she said they be fighting over there in the ISUBK. I heard a nigga punch this girl in the mouth. Who punched who in the mouth? Somebody, I don't know if I can tell. Why do you even know this? Why do you even, who telling you this? Did I tell you any of this? No. So who are you listening to? She's going to get in your head. That's fear. That's all kind of corrupt emotions that you're listening to. And all that's going to do is break up this house. And now you're going to leave because some nigga that I don't even know punched some girl in the mouth. If I knew who it was, we could deal with it. That's a man dealing with another man. Because he should have more brotherhood to his wife or sisterhood to his wife. Salaka, you got it. Oh, go ahead. What's that? Yeah.
Is a wife bound to an abusive husband, or can she be set free?
Salakia. That's why we just read in the scriptures, you should give yourself time to be with that man. Right. A woman is in control of the box. So if you would, two got on one shoe. As a woman, you in control of the box. So if you don't get that brother that box for a whole year, who's to say what type of man to come out? You should control yourself, just like he should control himself. After a year being with a brother without giving him the box, you'll see who he is. Now, granted, some people change, but that's the stress. That's stress. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making no excuses for a brother that beat on his wife. You should never beat on your wife. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely never. I mean, we taught not to do that in the ISUBK. We don't beat on women because I wouldn't beat on my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's brotherhood and that's sisterhood. And you should take that to the utmost when dealing with the Lord's children. So in this situation, the woman is bound to that husband, but she should get counsel after counsel after counsel after counsel. And anytime he remotely touches her, she should be on the phone with Commander General Yohana. She should be on the phone with General Muhammad. She should be on the phone with another brother to make sure that brother never put his hands on her. You feel what I'm saying? And he gonna get dealt with the right way. So Salakia, you will be with that man, but he will be dealt with. You feel what I'm saying? If that answers your question, Ratazi Young, I mean, put something in the chat. All right. Read the last bit of that scripture you got.
Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid of any amazement. Likewise, ye husbands.
All right, you can drop that. All right, so anybody know where the marriage license come from?
License.
The American marriage license. Well, it came from Greece. Marriage license is pretty old, but in America, it was a custom that was adopted around about Civil War. little bit after the Civil War, and it was set in stone around 1920s. Marriage license at the beginning was to keep people that wasn't supposed to marry from marrying. So if you were a Chinaman trying to marry an Edomite, a white woman, you wouldn't get your marriage license. You wouldn't honor that. You was a brother trying to marry a white woman, they wouldn't honor that. You wouldn't be able to get a marriage license. Marriage license was to keep the races pure.
No, just a quick question. Would they have gotten that from the book of Tobit?
Read it.
Tobit chapter 7, verse I guess we should start at verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
It's the book of Tobit, chapter 7, verse 15. Then he called his daughter Sarah, and she came to her father, and he took her by the hand and gave her to be wife to Tobias, saying, Behold, take her after the law of Moses, and lead her away to thy father. And he blessed them, and called Edna his wife, and took paper, and did write an instrument of covenant, and sealed it.
Yeah. That's a marriage license. That's a marriage certificate. Now, here in America, a marriage certificate has nothing to do with the Most High.
Right.
Nothing at all. It's how could you put this? It's optional. If you want to serve the Most High, if you want to put the Most High into your marriage, it's optional. But a marriage license is a bond. It's a contract between two people in the state.
Right.
It's a business license
Right.
between two people in the state. And now anything that you produce in your business belongs to the state, even your children. You know what I'm saying? That's what a marriage license is. It's a contract. You know what I mean? Between two people in the state. Huh?
He's going further on in the chat, explaining what he meant, sir.
Could she leave, meaning a worldly woman and man?
He was saying that in the first one, he said, "Sir, not a UPK soldier, just a regular person, sir. If they were married, sir," he said, "could she leave, meaning a worldly woman and man?"
That's no different. It's no different. Like if you asking about the laws of the scriptures, I'm giving you the laws of the scriptures, whether they're in the truth or not. And you should tell them they need to get it corrected. Now, as far as a brother, if you close to the sister that's getting abused, she needs to file reports on it. When it happens, she should call the police. She should call the authorities, because no woman should suffer that kind of treatment. She needs to call the authorities and get paperwork saying that she's being abused. And at that point in time, she can move forward. But if she's in the world, she need to deal with the laws that the world has set up. But if she's in the UPK, she'll deal with the laws that the Most High set up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So whether the woman is in the world or in the truth, you deal with it accordingly. But if you want to give her the laws that we have in here for her peace, I mean, it might be better for her. But if she wants to go about it Esau's way, you just call the police when it happens. And when the police come, you know what I'm saying, she'll say what happens. Just don't lie on the brother. Just don't lie. Don't say he did what he didn't do. If he hit you, and he hit you. It's that simple. You know what I mean? Any other questions? Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. All right, so Dr. Young, come on, explain the marriage license to us. Explain the marriage license to us.
Sir. A marriage license, to my understanding, I really haven't done any deep study on it, but I have come across it. It seems like it's like some type of business contract,
right?
And it seems like it was developed and came from a democracy of Rome. It seemed like Rome had a Democrat and a Republic, and they put marital laws in place for business purposes.
Absolutely.
For inheritance and stuff like that, if I'm not mistaken, sir.
Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And when you write this, when this marriage certificate is signed between a man and a woman, now you belong Y'all belong to the state. You've amended yourself to the state.
Right.
And divorce in the marriage license isn't a breaking of the contract. You just amending the contract. It's a footnote. We're no longer together, but your marriage still stands. Still stands. That business is still there.
Right.
It's like the LLC.
That's why. If I may, that's why, like at least here in America, a lot of people divorce around this time, around tax time, to get back.
Yeah.
Just get back to get afterwards. It's
Yeah.
not really breaking.
Yeah, you don't break the contract. The contract never breaks. You going once you marry her, you're technically forever married on paper. It stands forever. It doesn't go away. You know what I mean? So Esau's divorce is like that magic button. If it's not working, you just push the magic button. You know how many marriages result in divorce within the first 2 years? Huh?
50%.
Hell no, it's 87%. 87% of marriages fail within the first 2 years. 87 means only 13% of marriages last past 2 years. Which is why when the UPK recommend a brother and a sister be cool, get close, develop a friendship in this 1 year rule, you don't call it a 1 year rule. When you get cool with somebody for a year, y'all on the phone like in middle school. You know what I mean? You fall asleep on the phone, wake up like, yo, you still there? Yeah, I was listening to you breathe. You're like, damn. You go back to middle school with it and get a friendship again with that woman. Right. That's how you develop a relationship. And then y'all could get cool. You go to the movies with her, take her to the Mexican restaurant and eat cactus. Woo-wee. It's a lot here. Niggas ain't eating cactus. I ain't eating cactus. You feel what I'm saying? Go to the movies, putt. Go to the beach and get on the Ferris wheel. You reminiscing? It's a lot here. But this is how you develop a friendship. You feel what I'm saying? If we deal with each other like that, it wouldn't be no divorce. Right. You wouldn't have to divorce her. Because this is my friend. I got friends I had for 15, 20 years. Because that's my homie. That's my friend. Once you develop that relationship, it ain't no breaking up. Because we cool for real. For real. In real life, we cool. You ain't somebody I'm just sleeping with. You my actual friend. That's what we need to develop in the ISUBK. And that's what we need to develop everywhere. That's why the ISUBK is so important. They taught me how to do it. You feel what I'm saying? They taught me how to develop a friendship with the woman that I'm with. And how to be cool with the people that's around me. And we're going to be here forever. I'm going to know y'all. I'm going to get over with y'all. It's a lot. Y'all going to see me with real gray heads. Because we all going to be here forever, right?
Damn right.
We'll sound crazy. All right. Any other questions in the classroom? I'm gonna give y'all a few more scriptures on give me give me 1 Corinthians 7 and 32. Oh, and another thing I wanted to mention. Technically, our children don't belong to us. They belong to the state. Which is why if ever you used to get in trouble, your children can just be taken away from you by the state. Because you like a substitutionary parent. And the state can get involved whenever they want to. You know what I'm saying? That's between man and woman. Your children belong to the state. You know what I mean? You just raise them to 18 for the state. Or the state will raise them if you're not there. You know what I mean? You got it.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 32. But I will have you without carefulness. Mm-hmm. He that is unmarried careth for the things that belong to the Lord.
What does that mean? Tasha Young.
What was it?
Read it. You can read it. Go ahead. You read it.
What verse is it, sir?
1 Corinthians 7 and 32.
Sir, me and Officer Mataziala was talking about this, right? Mm-hmm. It says, but I will have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried careth for the things that belong to the Lord.
Meaning what?
Meaning
if one is not married, his focus is on the Lord. He doesn't have any other care except working for the Lord, like Paul.
Right. So when you a married man, you got distractions. Because we at camp, your phone ringing. Yo, your daughter did such and such. Your son did such and such. Hey, yo, can you bring some tissue? Yo, we ain't got no more toilet paper. Yo, you got Pampers? Yo, can you get some gas in the car? At any given moment, your phone rings. And that's the distraction. When you busy, you got things to do. And if you don't have a person to distract you, or persons to distract you, you focus on what's important, what's in front of you, what's right at hand. So for a man, in the truth, we got a lot of work to do, a lot of ground to cover, and not much time to do it. Schools need to be built, camps need to be ran, classes need to be held, boats need to be shined, headpieces need to be made, shirts got to be made. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of work to do, and it's enough brothers to do it. But if a brother got 5 wives, he don't got time to do it.
Right.
Because he got 5 families to take care of. Lord forbid all 5 wives have children. He's distracted. You feel what I'm saying? That brother got to find time for the truth, and then find time for his women, and then find time for himself. It can't. It's hard. So the Bible telling you, look, the man that's unmarried, he has the most time to devote to the truth, to the Most High. He has the time to do it. Keep going.
How he may please the Lord.
How he may please the Lord. However he want to devote the time to the Lord. So if he got a machine that makes shirts, then he gonna make shirts. If he make boots, he make boots. He make headpieces, he make headpieces. Armbands. You feel what I'm saying? He make computer programs and he run this class on the internet like I can't do. Salakia. Shout out to Matazi Allah, because I would not know how to set this up. I don't even know how he's on this computer, working this computer. He's doing things over there. Godson, am I married? Yes, Godson, I am married. And yes, Godson, I do have children. All right. So I don't even know how he's doing it over there. So shout out to Matazi Allah for working that. But we need brothers to run computers. We need brothers to, you know what I mean, to build schools and do the wonderful things they do. However he pleases the Lord to do so. Go ahead.
Verse 33. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world.
We got to care for things that are of the world. Married men. We got to care for things that are of the world. Like, so we got to get gas. We got to get food. I mean, we got to call home and make sure the bills is paid. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk to, what's the fucking the doctors and the pediatricians. You know what I'm saying? We got to deal with the people of the world because we have a family that lives and maneuvers through the world. We got to we got to go get a car when the car breaks down. We have to deal with it on this level. We don't got time to be in the school and like every day, like, yo, where the books at? Because something's going on in the house. You know what I'm saying? So you make time for both. But a man that doesn't have a wife, he's able to just do this. But the nigga that do got a wife, he got to find time. Go ahead.
So I got a question.
Go ahead.
It's about this chapter going up. Mm-hmm. Go up a little bit. What's going on here? Okay, if you go up to verse 26.
Right.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 26, right? Mm-hmm. He says, I suppose, therefore, that this is good for the present distress. Mm-hmm. I say that it is good for a man so to be. Mm-hmm. What is the distress that he's talking about right here, sir?
Go 2 verses up.
So like you said?
2 verses up.
Count. Brethren, this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 24. Mm-hmm. Brethren, let every man wherein he is called therein abide with the Most High God.
Go ahead. You get that, right?
Concept.
Go ahead.
Now, concerning virgins, mm-hmm. I have no commandment of the Lord, yet I give my judgment mm-hmm. as one that had obtained mercy of the Lord to be faithful.
Go ahead.
I suppose, therefore, that it is good for the present distress.
Uh-huh.
I say that is good for a man so to be.
Some stress is good to go through. It's two different types of stress. It's distress, which is like stress that's hard, and there's eustress, EU stress. That's like good stress that you gotta live through, like going to college. You know what I'm saying, you in college? Yeah, you graduated college. Like that stress right there is good stress. And in this point right here, it's good to go through the stress. Some stresses are good to go through. And that's what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? You might have to go through that stress. That builds character. Go ahead.
If you want me to keep reading, I can keep reading it. That's pretty much
I say that
laid it all out.
I say that is good for a man to be so. You know what I'm saying, art thou bound to a wife, huh?
So like you said.
But yeah, keep on.
I say that it is good for a man so to be.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 20.
Sometimes it's good to be in that stress. You know what I'm saying, because that stress keeps you focused, keeps you on the right path. Yeah. Some stresses are good. Some stresses are good. Yeah, it's talking about being with a woman. No, he was saying it's talking about being with a woman. So what's your stress?
If I may?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well,
I was going to ask a couple questions.
Go ahead.
But that pretty much locked it in, and now I pretty much understand the rest of the chat.
Yeah, well, when you look up the word distress, it'll give you the negative version of stress.
Right.
I mean, but we gotta know there's more versions of stress.
Concept. See, I was thinking, if I may, I was thinking that it was something going on at the time, and Paul was actually teaching them during that stressful period.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I didn't see it like that, now I understand exactly what he's saying.
Most aren't crazy. Most aren't crazy. Any other questions online, man? God's son said all praises because I'm married, apparently. Most aren't crazy. Let's go to Proverbs 31 and 10. Let's close it out with that. I don't want to go into the wicked women. I'm gonna close it out with the good women. You know what I'm saying? I'm ending on a good note. You know what I mean? Ecclesiasticus, I think it's either 26 or 24. It's like the opposite. One is like the wicked woman, and one is like the good woman that you want to be with. And then Proverbs 31 to 10 is another version. Like you gotta read that to your woman every night sometimes. Every night. You know what I'm saying? So she can get it. So we're gonna read it tonight for any sisters out there. Proverbs 31 and 10.
So look at Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 10. Mm-hmm. Who can find a virtuous woman?
What's virtuous mean? What does virtuous mean in this scripture?
I don't want to use the word. Women of virtue. Godly, truthful, pleasant, pleasing.
Mm-hmm. You dancing on it. A woman of virtue being godly, pleasing. Give me more. Honest. So we're going to use the word virtue is skillful. You know what I'm saying? Woman having skills. She listens, which is a great skill. She can cook. You know what I'm saying? She could do the things that need to be done to run the household for her man, for her children, for herself. She has skills, and she used those skills well. Who can find this skilled woman, this virtuous woman? What?
Her price is far above rubies.
Her price is far above rubies. Like, and rubies is the well, let me get with you. Rubies was the what we at? Proverbs, right? Proverbs 3 and 10, right? Oh, it ain't. Where we at? I just called it out. Salakia. Let me find it. Where we at?
Proverbs 31
and 10. Salakia. I know the scripture. Don't even know the scripture. Nothing. Proverbs 31 and 10. All right. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. Now, today, our rubies will be like diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Or any other precious rock. I mean, like, you might have a diamond, and what happens is people put value to things. Like this water, whoever put the number on this water, that's the value that they have in this water. You might go to Jamaica, and this water costs $1 million. You know what I'm saying? You might go to Indonesia, and this water is very, very expensive. You might go to Philly, where it's just $1. You know what I'm saying? Because the value was in whoever put the number on it. So her price, she's gonna be valuable, way more valuable because she got more skills. If I got a woman that can knit, sew, clean, cook, make my boots, braid my hair, you know what I'm saying, wash my tools, you know what I'm saying, make sure I go to work, make me a sandwich in the morning, I'm like, God damn. Diamonds ain't got nothing on her. Money ain't got nothing on her. I don't even care about going to make no money. I'm gonna stay in the house with Shorty. I'm cool right here. You feel what I'm saying? Because I put value on her. She's valuable to me. Keep going.
The heart of a husband that's safely trusting her.
I'm gonna trust her. I'm gonna be around her. I'm gonna want to be with her because she got my mind. I'm cool. I don't gotta do nothing. That's what men do. We look for women like that with the skills, and that's what you learn when you with a woman for a year without trying to have sex with her. You know what I'm saying? You with her for a year, some change. Y'all go out. Y'all do the things that need to be done. Y'all go to whatever vacation you need to go on or whatever, and you try your hardest not to sleep with her because once you do that, she's now your woman. Her problems are your problems. Her kids is your kids. Her family is your family. Right. Tied to not all be with you. So if you got any discipline, just wait. None of us waited. That's a lot. None of us waited. I'm gonna just tell y'all that now. That's the punchline. Nobody waits a year. Nobody. I don't know not one person that waited a year. I can't think of one. Can't think of one. It's recommended, strongly recommended, and I'm telling you based on experience. Strongly recommended. Keep going.
So that he shall have no need to spoil.
Mm-hmm. So he had no need to spoil you. What spoil you mean?
It's like I said, you go out and doing evil, robbing, stealing.
Right. Spoil is like, yeah. So I don't need to do anything wicked, but when you do things wicked, you lose the richness of your body. You feel what I'm saying? You rob yourself of your dignity and your honor. When you do wrong, it's inside of you. You feel it. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't gonna never forget the wrong you did. You know what I mean? You lose part of yourself, and that's what spoil you is. Like when an apple spoils, it's robbed of its nutrients. When you spoil a child, you rob a child of their nutrients, the things that make them great. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what happened when you don't have that Salakia. I'm gonna put this joint out. Block it. When you don't have that woman that you could trust in, when you don't have that woman that you want to sit home and chill with, you gotta go and get it because you're not trying to be here. I don't want to be with her. I'm about to go do something to destroy myself. I'm about to go drink and drive. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go to any hole in the wall bar and chill with Susie. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go drink teleport and sparkling water. You feel what I'm saying? Lord be with me. You know what I'm saying? But that's when you don't have the woman that you want to chill with. You want to go do anything else but be with her. You don't want to go home and be with that. I'm outside. I'm where it get dark at. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we do as Blacks and Spanish Native Americans.
Right.
We destroy ourselves. You feel what I'm saying? Keep going.
She would do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
She do him good. Her life is dedicated to his life dedicated to hers. He lived longer because she doing him good.
That's right.
I mean, when you come home and somebody's taking care of you, you like, I appreciate that. You're gonna live longer. There's less for you to worry about, less distress for you to be in, headaches, backaches, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff to worry about. Things, everything taken care of. You come home, she got all that taken care of because she got skills. She's skilled. Don't even worry about it. I got you. She gonna make your life double. She gonna double your days. Keep going.
She seeketh wool and flocks and worketh willingly with her hands.
That's virtue right there. Go ahead.
She is like the merchant ships.
Mm-hmm.
She bringeth her food from afar.
She go out to where we at? Smyrna right now, right? She gonna go to Dover to get the onions. She gonna go to Camden to get the aki. She gonna go to Rehoboth Beach and get the saltfish. She gonna make a nice meal, and she gonna make sure she get that stuff to make the nice meal. She like a merchant ship. She gonna go get what's needed. She gonna get the scallions, cut it up nice, put it in the rice. She gonna get the rice from such and such from down the street. She might have to go to Save-A-Lot. She might have to go to ShopRite. She might have to go to any of the grocery stores to get what she needs to make the perfect meal. She gonna get it and bring it home like a merchant ship. She gonna make sure you're good. Go ahead.
She rises also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household.
She rises while it's yet night. And she gonna make sure the house eats. Go ahead.
And a portion to her maidens.
She make sure everybody's fed. That's her job. Go ahead.
She considereth the field and buyeth.
She's looking at a house or a field. She considers, she looking at it like, damn, look at that house right there. Look at that apartment right there. That's a nice John right there. What you think about this? He like, that's good. She talked to him because she's subject to him. He making decisions, but she's considering it. She like, this is a nice one right here. Would you want to come? You want to move here? You're like, let's think about it. You know what I'm saying? Or let's look into it. Find me some more. I got you. She gonna consider them fields. She gonna look for you. Go ahead.
With the fruit of her hand, she planted a vineyard.
She planted a vineyard. Yeah, a vineyard. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna make sure we good. You know, the Lord said, hurt not the grapes. Hurt not the wine. She gonna make sure you good. She got the wine ready. She gonna plant the whole vineyard. Keep going.
She girdeth her loins with strength.
Her loins right here. She gonna gird it with strength. She gonna tighten up her belt. Go ahead.
And strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth.
Strengthening her arms as she working. She picking up stuff. She moving stuff. She got her belt girt. You know what I mean? She got stuff over here. Stuff over here. She bringing food in. She carrying the baby. She gonna strengthen her arms. She gonna get strong doing the work that she do. That she doing it all the time. Keep going.
She perceiveth that her merchandise is good.
She like, yo, my shit is too wild. You feel what I'm saying? I know I can make, when I make a shirt, that joint gonna be hard. When I make a headpiece, it's gonna be hard. Watch when I make this garment for you. That garment gonna be crazy because she know her work is good. She know it. Go ahead.
Her candle goeth not out by night.
No, she ain't out. She ain't done at nighttime. Oh wait. She ain't done at nighttime. When nighttime hit, she still got it. Keep going.
She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands holdeth the distaff. She stretcheth out her hand to pour.
Yep.
Yeah, she reaches for her hands to the knees.
She got that good spirit, that good soul. She got the spindle. She working on the clothes. You know what I'm saying? She working on the things that need to be made. She making the shirts, like we were talking about earlier, the shirts and the pants. She put the fringes on your jaw. You know what I mean? Or you want the shield on your boots? Yeah, you can do that. I got you. I'm gonna put a shield on your boots, right on the toe. I'm gonna put a shield where your toe at on your boots. That's crazy. Trademark by Knock. Keep going.
She is not afraid of the snow for her household. For all her household are clothed with scarlet.
So when it gets cold outside, she got warm. She got blankets ready. She got the heat pumping. Pay the bills. Go ahead.
She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple.
Now that is expensive. Silk and purple. The color purple was not cheap to find back then. It's a hard color to get. It's royalty. It was royalty for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get those colors. She got silk and purple for you. She made sure you straight. Go ahead.
Her husband is known in the gates.
He known in the gates. They come outside, they be like, yo, that's oh, your rib such and such. Yo, she braided my hair the other day. Yo, shout out to her. She got the store down the street, right? Yeah, yo, man. Everybody know you because your rib know everybody. She do a lot of work for the community. Yo, she just gave my man $1 the other day. He was hungry. He ain't had nothing to eat. She bought him a loaf of bread. Yo, she vicious. I love her. I love your bread. You know what I mean? The Lord blessed you. The Lord bless y'all. Keep going.
When he sitteth among the elders of the land, she maketh fine linen.
So when he sit among the elders of the land, everybody know your rib because she do the work. She known in the gates. The elders know your wife because they hear about her all the time. What?
And delivereth girdles unto the merchant. Strength and honor are her clothing.
Strength and honors her clothing. She wear it. She wear it like a dress. What?
And she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom.
When she talk, she ain't talking that housewives, real housewives stuff. She ain't just jabbing her mouth, just running on about anything. When she talk, Niggas listen to her. Women listen to her. The children listen to her. Cause when she talk, she be spitting. She know what she talking about. She's smart. She listen. She got wisdom. You want?
And in her tongue is the law of kindness.
She kind, man. Somebody choose, like, you can listen to her all day. I mean, now mind you, this is the woman that you want to be around. This is the woman that you want to make your friend. You want to be around. Find this in that woman. We going to the movies. We going to eat that cactus because I want to find this person. And if I find this person, even if it's a broken version of this person, we got something. The Lord is with you. Let's make it work. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness.
The bread of idleness is like she don't waste her time. You know what I'm saying? When she got time, she use it to do the right thing. She ain't wasting no time. Go ahead.
Her children arise up and call her blessed.
Her
husband also, and he praises her.
Yeah, her children gonna rise up and be like, thank you, mom. Thank you, I appreciate it. You made breakfast and all that. And the husband gonna be like, damn, good look, baby girl. Look, man, you got honey in my pancakes just how I like it. You feel what I'm saying? You know, like syrup, put some jelly on them jumps. You feel what I'm saying? However you like the situation, she got it. And you gonna say thank you to her. Kids gonna say thank you to her. Go ahead.
Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou exceeded them all.
Like you better than, you excel at them all. You way past. Like it's women out there, but they ain't got nothing on you. You know what I mean, you different. Go ahead.
Favor is deceitful.
Favor is deceitful. That's hard. Go ahead.
And beauty is vain.
Beauty is vain. You might be nice to look at, or you might not. It's vain. It don't matter what you look at. This is what I want. The stuff that's in your mind, the stuff that's in your heart. This is what I want. They ain't say nothing about how you look.
Right.
It ain't got nothing to do with how you look, because that's not what matters. They gonna hear about me in them gates because they know my wife. She bad. Even if she don't look like anybody that looks bad to people. You know what I'm saying? She's bad to me. Right. That's my wife. Right. All of that make her my wife, that's what I love. Keep going.
But a woman that feareth the Lord shall be praised.
She know what to do. She feareth the Lord. She's subject to her husband. When her husband tell her to do, her husband served the Most High. And so she served her husband. That's how it's supposed to be set up. Last one.
Give her of the fruit of her hands. And let her own works praise her in the gates.
That's her own works. They're going to talk about her forever. You know what I mean? That's that. Any questions in the classroom? You know what I mean? It's like any questions online, make sure y'all type them in. Got a couple minutes till class over. Any questions in the classroom? Get the people online. Time. Oh wait, my hair look crazy. I like I touched the electric. I look like the boy of Home Alone. You know what I mean? When he tried to break in the house. All right, so maybe good on questions. With that being said, I'm gonna pass the class to Preaching Officer Mataziala.
All right, CBK security announcements. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When new brother and sister come to school, they're off limits for 6 months. They have to be student only. They are here to learn, share themselves with the world. They need transportation, teach and arranging. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, they are to seek counsel from the heads. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10. Means 10th in Hebrew, ma'ashra. That's 10%, every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Priest funds, free will offering for the priest. It's not mandatory. It's whatever amount you like to donate. Upcoming holy convocations, we have the Passover coming up April 1st. Raleigh, North Carolina. Be there. All right. It's late in the game right now. So I pray that you all have already have your traveling arrangements. Yeah. You already have your living quarters secured. And also be mindful, there will be a concert, J. Cole concert that same weekend that we have the Passover. So
like I think Drake gonna be there too.
is it Drake too?
Drake gonna be there too. So good night.
So if
gonna
it's
be
J. Cole
packed.
and Drake, then it's going to be super packed.
Real talk.
So, but because we are the priest and prophet of the Most High, Commander General Yohana has already have a shuttle service available for everyone that comes to the Passover. Utilize the shuttle services because traffic is going to be a nightmare. All right.
And if I could, whoever's in the shuttle service, I mean, they're going to be a designated driver. So if you do decide to have a drink or you do decide to go out, you know, that's what we're going to do. We Israel. If you do decide to enjoy the festivities, make sure you take the shuttle. You know what I'm saying? And everybody make it home safe.
Damn right.
If I could.
Damn right. So, and like General Muhammad said on Thursday class, do not shame the school or Commander General Yohana.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you decide to drive, obey the speed limit, obey all traffic laws, do whatever you have to do to bring honor to this school. All right. After the feast, after the Passover, the very next day, which is the second on the Sunday, we will be going into the Feast of Unleavened Bread, and that will be for 7 days. So if you're going to the Passover, make sure you have your house prepared when you come back for the Feast of Unleavened Bread, meaning make sure everything is that have leavening is out of your house before you leave to go to the Passover, because when you come back, we will be in the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
And if I could, make sure you talk to your camp leader about leavening, because there is no yeast in beer. It's a different type of yeast. Yeast makes bread rise. So make sure you talk to your camp leader about what you can and can't have. Don't be simple. It's a lot.
So the water for that. That's very important. Making sure that you know what you have to have out of your house and what you can have in your house. Because like Adawan just said, yeast in beer is different from yeast that makes bread.
Yeast in it's like a baking soda in toothpaste is you can have baking soda in your toothpaste. It's brushing your teeth. It's not.
You can have the baking soda toothpaste in your house.
It's not rising.
So be sure to get with your camp leaders. I believe ISPK have a list on their website with that has the items that have leavening in it. I believe. So if you go to isupk.com, you can review that list and see what you need to take out of your house so that you can be in obedience to the scriptures. All right, obedience to the Most High. All right. With that being said, if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that being said, men of Israel, Elijah, which means stand. Men of Israel, Elijah Shabbat, Elijah, Barak,
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakathon.
God's Matah, Sar, which means to turn. We're going to face Sister Elijah. We're going to get a sister courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Elijah Shabbat, Elijah, Barak,
Yahweh Shemar Alatham Shem Yahshua.
God's Matah, class dismissed.
That was good class.